being married to Renee feels like being home. And what I realized was that Renee is my forever. Right. So
Wow.
that this is it. I don't have to stress about anything. I've traveled out of the country, in the country, back and forth, home to work. It's just a comforting feeling when you come home.
Nice.
Finally make it home. And that's what being married to Renee feels like to me. Finally, I'm home.
James and Renee are both Washingtonians living in Washington, D.C. They found each other on the Facebook dating app. And when they first talked, their conversation lasted 12 hours straight. And after dating for almost 2 years, they got married just a few months ago. James says he's traveled across the country and around the world, but being with Renee feels different. He says being married to the woman he met on a dating app feels like finally I'm home. I'm Dee Dee Patterson, and on this channel, I share real stories of couples who found lasting love online because I want you to believe in love again and know that dating apps really can work. After all, I met my husband of 15 years on a dating app too. James and Renee's story is proof that you can even find the person who feels like home on a dating app. Let's dive in. All right. Hello. We have a new couple here. So we have James and Renee Wardlaw. So welcome.
Hi.
So we're going to jump right into the first question. What do you both do for a living? Who wants to start?
Start first.
So I work in government and transportation. I work for a program that works with eliminating traffic fatalities and serious injuries. And on the side, I am a certified sex counselor.
Ooh, wow. We might have to put your link down in the description for people who might need that. And then go ahead, James. What do you do for a living?
I am a retired retail apparel manager. I was
Nice.
in retail apparel for about 20, 25 years managing.
Nice that you're retired.
Yes.
All right. So then how long have you guys been married?
So we've been married 2 months and 8 days.
2 months and 8 days. Brand new couple.
We're a brand new couple. Brand new married.
Nice. 2 months and 8 days. What site did you meet on?
We met on Facebook dating.
Facebook dating. This is my first Facebook dating couple.
Okay.
Facebook dating. And then how did you meet? Who wants to start with how you guys met? Who wants to go first?
I have been on Facebook for a while, off and on.
Okay.
My spare time, just scrolling. And I came across Renee's profile. I was taken with her pictures, but in her profile, she talked about her love for cooking.
Okay.
Yes. So that kind of caught my attention. And that she loved to cook. I kind of hit her up, hello, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And she responded. She responded right back. And it started from there.
All right. So from your side, Renee, what happened on your side?
I have been on a bunch of different dating sites. I've been on Bumble and Match and Plenty of Fish, and there's some other one I'm missing. Oh, Bagel Meets Coffee. I've been on a bunch of them. And one of my friends had mentioned Facebook dating, which I didn't even know was a thing. And so I put my profile on there, and he liked one of my pictures, and he didn't really have a whole lot written in his profile, which is unusual for me to respond because usually I want to read stuff. And so, but he had this great profile picture. He looked very distinguished, like he, liked to drink bourbon or read books I didn't know about. And that's what drew me to it. And so I responded back and we started chatting, and it just went from there. I think we did our first phone call like the second day. We were on the phone. I don't know how many hours. It was a long time.
Yeah, like
Oh, wow.
about 12
it was
hours.
like 12 hours.
Oh my, that is a long time. 12 hours.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then we did that 2 days in a row. And then we met on the third or the fourth day, whatever day it was. Like we met after that.
Oh, good. So you guys went on your first date pretty quickly. How was that first date? Where'd you go?
I still don't know the name of that restaurant. It's a barbecue place here in
National Harbor.
Yes, thank you. National Harbor in Maryland. And I don't know the name of the place. But anyway, we went there and we sat and we talked, and I was a little nervous that we would have run out of things to say since we've been on the phone for so long. And so I bought this deck of cards, like conversation cards with me.
Wow.
It turned out we didn't need them.
Oh, you didn't use them. Okay.
We didn't even
No,
use them, and I
no.
didn't even tell them about them until like a few months later that I had that with me. But we walked around the harbor. We talked, and it was a great date. It was very easy and very comfortable.
Nice. When you guys first saw each other, did you feel like it was love at first sight? What did you think when you first saw each other?
Well, I was impressed. I mean, she's attractive. She's beautiful. Again, we had talked 12 hours twice. So
Hmm.
I wasn't worried about the chemistry. I knew we had instant chemistry. And
Okay.
so it just went on from there. I think it was a cold night. It was a pretty cold night. She let me get my coffee.
Okay.
So it was good. I was very comfortable with her.
Very comfortable. Okay.
Sometimes in conversations with people, there's that uncomfortable silence.
Hmm.
That's not happened with us, and it still hasn't happened with us. So
Okay.
it's just been great communication. Great.
Nice. So you guys went on a date. You said you talked for 12 hours twice. Was one of them on the date or was it on the phone?
Both of those times were on the phone.
On the phone. Okay.
Yeah,
And then how long were you guys together on that first date? You said the conversation was easy.
I don't know. The date was probably 4 hours,
something
maybe.
like that.
Probably,
Something like
yeah,
Okay.
probably 4 hours or so with dinner. There was a wait at the restaurant, so we walked around and then we came back and then we had dinner and then we walked around some more. So probably 4 hours.
Okay. So after that first date, how long did it take for you guys to become official, like to become a official couple?
I don't know what, like around Valentine's Day. Was it your birthday or Valentine's Day?
It was probably official on the date. I don't know. I feel like we've been on a date and then we've been inseparable.
We haven't
Yeah.
separated since
Yeah.
that first day.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
together since then.
Yeah.
So that was pretty.
Okay. And then I'm gonna back up a little bit. When you were on the dating site, like what stood out about each other? Well, James said she had a few pictures and that she cooked. What about was there anything else that stood out about
Well,
Renee?
there was the part in it that she was a sex therapist, right?
Oh, she
And
put that in her profile.
That wasn't my profile.
it was in a
Oh,
profile. And
okay.
so as we were talking, she was like, is there anything else you want to know about me? And so, I was pretty sure that most guys were going to lead with, tell me about the sex therapy. So, but I didn't. I was like, so tell me about transportation. So,
Okay.
so she
funny.
found that pretty funny. She was not feeling well the first night I spoke with her, and I was
Okay.
kind of fishing around. So, is there someone there to bring you some soup? Who's taking care of you? Like things like that. And she's like, no. So that was a pretty good sign for me. Okay, that she's not feeling well. No one's taking care of her. This might be something right here. So
Okay.
this is what my thought process was.
What about you, Renee? What stood out about James?
I really I loved that he was very decisive about getting on the phone and then meeting. And I think one of the things that I was struggling with online dating was some guys would like good morning you to death. It was like good morning for 2, 3
I
weeks,
know.
like no conversation. And James was very conversational. I don't even know all the stuff we talked about. We talked about so many things. And then he was funny. Like I really loved his sense of humor. That was a huge plus for me. And I was like, I need to meet him. And he was eager to meet because that was the other thing too, is that I have this unspoken, like you have 2 weeks to figure out if you want to meet or not. And if I don't
Mm-hmm.
do anything in 2 weeks, I've moved on. And he was like, let's meet Wednesday. And
Good. Yeah, it was just like a few days, right?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you went on your first date at the National Harbor, and then you said you felt like you guys were official immediately. And then when did you guys get engaged and married?
So we dated for a year and a half, I think, or a little over a year before we got engaged. So we got engaged last July.
Okay.
We went to Hawaii. It was a big family trip for his family. So we went and then he proposed in front of his entire family.
Wow.
It was really nice. And then we got married this July. So we had a year-long engagement.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what is it, like 2 years since you guys first met on a dating app?
Yeah, it's a little over. It's going on 3.
A little over 2 years, closer to 3. But one thing Renee didn't bring up, when we first met, I think my mom was about 98 at the time, and her health was failing.
98.
She was 98. Her health was failing rapidly.
Okay.
And I remember telling her, "Look, hon, I'm gonna need a black suit." So and I kind of like knew that time was coming.
Okay.
One morning we were in bed. I got the phone call to go over. We got up, we left, and I was able to be there with her when she passed. And Renee, just being probably 2 months in this,
Oh, wow.
she put together the whole program.
Oh, wow.
Right? She's up at 2 o'clock in the morning with this other person, and she's putting together this program of people she has no clue who they are, my family. I.e., my
Wow.
family, right? So I thought that was incredible. The reason we were in Hawaii first time was to celebrate my mother's 99th birthday. Was it 99?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, her 99th birthday. She didn't make it.
Oh.
We went in, when did we go in?
July.
We went in July. Her birthday was July 26th.
Okay.
Passed in April.
Oh.
So that's one of the reasons why the whole family was there. And like everyone knew that I was going to propose. I talked to the mailman and made sure that he stopped the mail. He didn't accidentally give anything up. So a lot of people knew, that the ring was coming and all of that. So I think I did a pretty good idea kind of keeping it a secret.
He did.
Which is a strong point most times.
Okay. Was the Hawaii trip, was it still like in celebration of your mom, even though she passed away?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so. Very much so. It was to honor her. I felt like this would be a good time to ask Renee to join the family. I don't think I have a large family, but she says I do. It was kind of a lot of people. We're very, very close knit family. They love her. So
Aww.
they really do love her. So
Good.
that's been really good. That's been really good.
Did Renee get to meet your mom?
She did not.
Okay.
That's the one thing that, and I know she would have loved her, but she did not. And I often talk about, I wish that she had a chance to meet her. She would have loved her, but unfortunately, she did not get a chance to do that.
Okay, so you got engaged and then you just got married 2 months ago. Then, so in between that time, you were just dating, seeing each other regularly. What was happening almost 3 years?
Yeah, we were dating. We had moved in together, and we were just being a couple. Just
Okay.
doing couple stuff, eating out, buying furniture. Just kind of moving. Combining our lives. And so it was nothing traveling. So we did travel before this. And when he first met me, I was working a job that was really like truly hybrid. Like I was going in kind of when I needed to. And so we had a lot more flexibility to travel because of that. But then I moved into another position where I have to go in 4 days a week. So our travel has kind of like
Oh, okay.
a lot.
Yeah, our first trip was Luray Caverns, I think. And
yes,
one night Renee had cooked dinner, and I decided I was going to wash my dish.
Okay.
Just his plate.
I was
Then what happened?
like, yo, it's some more dishes here. It's also some pots and pans in there. So I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna wash these dishes, I think I deserve a road trip. And she was like, what? Yeah, I think I deserve a road trip. So that was hilarious. And we went to Luray Caverns. It was a fun trip. She's a great travel partner.
Aw.
We
Good.
try to get away like once a weekend, a month, somewhere. And again, she's a great road partner. She's a great travel partner.
Nice. Well, that's a good segue into our next question. Like, what do you like most about Renee now that you've been together for almost 3 years and you've been married for 2 months? What do you like about Renee now?
There's everything. There's no one thing, two things, three things. There's everything that I
Okay.
love about her in every way. She's supportive. She's down to earth. She's thoughtful. She's funny. She's just everything.
Nice. Aw. And what about you, Renee? What do you like about James?
I love that he is a great travel partner too. So I love that we can travel together. I love our conversations. I probably think that's like my favorite is that we can talk about anything. And sometimes in the middle of the night, like we'll wake up, like last night, I woke up and he was watching a movie and I asked him if he was awake and he's like, no. And then, and then I said, well, I see your eyes are open. And he goes, I think you gave me insomnia. And so His sense of humor cracks me up. I love that things are lighthearted, and not that we don't have serious conversations, because we absolutely do. But I love that we're able to talk about just about anything. I can't think of anything we haven't really talked about. That's been so special to me, because we've had a lot of serious issues going on, like health issues, like his mother passing, and it's great that I think he feels comfortable talking to me, and I feel comfortable talking to him. He's like the first person I want to, share things with. And that's something I was really looking for.
I love that. That's so good. Okay. So then what advice do you give to other people who are on dating apps and they're looking for love? What advice do you give to them?
I am not the date advice coach. I had to kiss a couple of frogs first, right? It wasn't easy, but whenever I had some spare time, I would swipe. And I guess it's like anything else, you know it when you see it. It was for me. So my best advice is, if it doesn't fit, don't force it. It has to occur organically and naturally and chemically. If none of those things are happening, keep it moving.
That's really, really good advice. Yeah. If it doesn't fit, keep moving. It's good.
Or not.
Really good.
Or not. Just stay.
Stay and be miserable.
Yeah, well, I will tell you though, if you try and make something fit that's not, you'll be more miserable than alone, right? And so for me, I would rather be by myself and comfortable and happy with myself, because I'm fully aware of self, who I am. I love myself and what I like about me, as opposed to having to lose myself to fit someone else's agenda.
Be sure you don't give dating advice, because that was really good.
That was impressive. I wasn't going to say anything deep like that.
Oh, no, so good. Good stuff. What about you, Renee? What advice do you have?
Oh my God. Yeah, that was good. So my advice would be to write. I went through a lot of profiles with people, and one of the things I would say is be positive in your profile. I see so many people that are like, I don't want game players, and don't come at me if you have, this whole laundry list of stuff. And I keep telling people, it's not like people look at that and say, oh, I do those things, I won't, I won't date her. Like that's not what happens. People who play games don't look at it and say, I'm not going to date her because she told me, don't play games.
They don't.
So yeah, I was like, I don't know why they say that. So yeah, talk about the things that you like, what makes you who you are. What are you looking for? And I also think people need to be open. Like, I know sometimes women get stuck in like, I want somebody 6 feet tall and making this amount of money. And I don't know, 6 feet tall, I've dated tall men. That doesn't mean the relationship's better because they're 6'4". It just doesn't. Right. Just be open to what is out there and the possibilities, especially the characteristics, because at the end of the day, you're living with that person's personality. Are they kind? Are they warm? Are they friendly to people? Are they nice to the wait staff? Are they, they like kids? Like, there's so many little tiny things can become a huge problem. Do they like to talk? Are they like whatever it is? Do they like to go out and do the same things you like to do? And if that's not going to be something that doesn't fit, just like James said, if it's not going to fit, then what are we doing? So
great advice. Yeah. So then what marriage advice do you have for people?
And we've been married before to other people. So
yeah. She's not my first. I'm not her first. I would say, if you think more of your partner than you think of yourself. And so an example would be, I'm out, I'm hungry, I'll call, do you want me to pick something up? She is always first and foremost in my mind, because anything that I do is going to impact her.
Right. Yeah.
Every decision that I make is going to impact her in some way, because I care so much about her, because I want her to be happy and as carefree as she can, and don't want to place any worry or unnecessary burdens, on her. I'm a lot more careful in my decision making.
Good.
I see why married men live longer if they listen to their wives. She's right most of the time.
Definitely gonna have to highlight that part.
And she knows a lot more than me. I get nervous when I ask her something and she says she doesn't know.
Because I'm not omnipotent. I don't know everything.
I don't believe.
I don't.
So the best advice is put your partner first.
I like it.
Be unselfish. Be selfless when it comes to your partner. And that way, it's not a sacrifice.
James is full of wisdom today.
He is.
All right. Go, Renee. What marriage advice do you have?
I would say to accept your partner as they are. I think sometimes people go
Love
in
it.
thinking like, how can I change who they are? And that's just beautiful. One of the things that I loved about James and why I wasn't looking to get married when I was on those dating sites. I was like, I just want to date and just, have fun. Like I wasn't looking for anything serious. I had dated people in the past for, different lengths of time. And every time I looked at them, I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to spend the rest of my life with that person. Cause all I could think was there's so many things I want to be different, but I don't want to change them. I just want something different. When I met James, I was like, you know what? I love him just as he is. That was enough. That was great. So yeah, just accept them as they are. They may change, they may not, but I think if you know what you're getting as right now, then you're good.
So I just want to say this real quick. We are so very different.
Okay.
So very different in almost every way imaginable. We are so different. And we often ask ourselves, literally, how are we even together?
Yeah, we do say that.
Really. And I think what it is, well, not I think, I know what it is I allow her to be her and she allows me to be me.
I love it.
And there's no judgment in it, and I think that's the best part of our relationship is we give each other space to be who that person is. And yeah, that's the best part and the most fun part for me.
So when you say that you guys are so different, what's like the biggest difference between or what are the big differences?
Put a Porsche in a red bike.
Yeah. So like James drives a Porsche. He loves driving. I ride an e-bike. Like I'm a bicyclist. And so
Okay.
And so I think that's one. James loves to shop. Me, not so much.
I love politics.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
She pulls her hair out.
It does, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But I'll watch it. I'll watch it with them. Yeah, so I think it's things like that. But we learn a lot about each other, I think, in our differences. And that doesn't mean we won't have anything in common. I think it's just sometimes we look at each other and go like, we have something in common. What? We're both Black. I'm both from Washington, D.C.
Yes, we are. And yes, we're both lifelong Washingtonians.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Not suburb.
Yeah. DC. 202.
Yeah. I think those are some. I think probably the biggest things is like our shopping and our driving and biking. Like he's always worried about me. Like, oh my God, why don't you take the car? And I'm like, no, I want to bike today. So I think that so he's even yeah. It makes him nervous. So.
Okay.
Other than that, but I think it brings, in a weird way, I think it brings us closer because we understand each other and we, like you said, we give each other that space to be who we are. So I know he's gonna always drive somewhere. He's not ever gonna think about, let's get on the subway or let's take a bike. That's not even like running through his brain. Me, I'm like, oh, let's go downtown. Let's take a bike. He's like, what? No. That's crazy. So.
Cute. So then the last question, what do you like about being married?
I like everything about being married to Renee.
Okay.
I want to preface that.
To Renee.
To Renee.
Yes.
Everything just feels like home. It feels like finally. And, I kind of asked myself, we dated, almost 2 years before we got married, right? Mm-hmm. We were engaged a year. We dated for almost a year. And after the vows, a day after, even though we had done all of these things together, it felt a little different.
After you got married, it felt different from just dating.
Yes.
Okay.
It felt a little different. What changed for me is being married to Renee feels like being home. And what I realized was that Renee is my forever, right? So this is it. I don't have to stress about anything. I've traveled out of the country, in the country, back and forth, home to work. It's just a comforting feeling when you come home.
Nice.
Finally make it home. And that's what being married to Renee feels like to me. Finally, I'm home.
Oh, I love it. Renee, can you beat that? No.
No, he's doing so much better than me. Oh my God, he's saying so many sweet things. For me, it's wow, that was so good. I love coming home and he's here. I'm always sad when he's gone. I've never felt like that about anybody. Like I've dated people, I'm like, oh my God, when are you going home? Like I never won. I have not one day ever felt like I wanted James to just like leave. I love coming home to him, and we have this thing we do. It's kind of it's a silly joke, but we were watching How Stella Got Her Groove Back, and there's a scene where Whoopi and Angela Bassett meet in Jamaica for the first time. They're like, they're screaming, and James like, why do women do that? Like men don't do that to each other. And so whenever he comes home, I'm like, then I go run to so he understands how that feels. I love when he's not here. I'm kind of like, oh, when are you coming home? And then, and it's not that we're doing anything spectacular. Like, I just want him to be here, like sit here and watch true crime documentaries. That's what we have in common.
Solve the world.
True crime documentary.
We fix the world every night, and then they mess it up while we fix it again. Every night, every day.
Nice.
Thanks so much for watching. If this story inspired you, don't forget to subscribe for more real life love stories from couples who met on dating apps. And if you're ready to find your own person, I've linked some free resources below to help you get started. See you in the next video.